So it is that time of the year where it is the holiday season. That's right. We have a lot of holiday spirit that is around us and a lot of stuff to celebrate coming up. So you probably want to go ahead and bring some of that joy to your stream. But how do you do that? How do you bring that joy to your stream without spending a ton of money? Well, I'm gonna help you guys out with these 5 different tips I can help you out with decorating your stream for the upcoming holiday season. For either really inexpensive, couple expensive options, and a lot of them are free as well too. So just be sure to tell your friends if you guys found this to be helpful. So let's go ahead and dive into it. First things first is gonna be the overlays. So a lot of people think of overlays, they instantly start to think of stuff that they can actually get paid for or even done for them specifically and stuff like that. People don't think of pre-made packages. Now, if you have the ability to go ahead and pay an artist yourself to go and create you an overlay just for the holiday season or other themed stuff like that, awesome, go ahead and do that. But some of us don't wanna go ahead and spend hundreds of dollars to create these packages. So I'm gonna find you guys a couple of options that are either A, free, or pretty inexpensive. So first one, which is one that I personally use, is gonna be from Nerd or Die. So Nerd or Die has a few different Christmas packages that you can actually use as far as a holiday spirit. So whether you want a basically snow machine, so it looks like it is snowing on one of your screens, whether it is your chatting screen or if it's just your camera and stuff like that, you can actually create snow with different densities with that. You can also get different overlays and alerts. So if you want kind of, Christmas theme, alerts popping up on your screen, you actually have the ability to do that as well, which is pretty awesome. And the cool thing about this is that a lot of them are gonna be a name your own price, which means if you really want to, you could put in $0 and get it for absolutely free. Or you could even, tip them if you'd like to. Or there are packages you can actually pay for. If you actually head over to VBI, Visuals by Impulse, they also have another great selection of different overlays and stuff that you can do. They even have a whole package where it has different animated overlays and alerts and things like that. They have static ones as well. So you can go ahead and choose which one actually suits you best. Now the great thing about this is that literally once you download it and buy it, you just keep it on a separate thumb drive or even somewhere on your hard drive where you know it's gonna be. So that way, come next year, you already have it set up. So in case you do wanna spice it up, you're more than welcome to, or if you just wanna go ahead and throw on those older overlays from before, you can do it. I actually honestly have done that in years past and no one's ever been like, this is the same thing you used last year. So probably a good way to save yourself some money if you ask me. Second thing is gonna be decorations. Now, I know not everyone has an entire office dedicated to their streaming area, but even being able to spruce up the area for yourself is gonna be kind of nice too. So even if you do use a green screen or you don't actually have a big room like this to go ahead and decorate, I still recommend decorating it just to get you into that holiday spirit. So how do we do this on the low, right? How do we save some money by doing this? My secret that I found is gonna be the dollar store. Not gonna lie to you, a lot of the decorations I got are from the dollar store. So what you guys are gonna see is you're gonna see like a little tiny village and stuff like that on the screen here where I actually built this and I got everything from the dollar store. I paid $1 for every single piece that I bought and I did not pay more. Now, if you actually bought the real versions of these or the versions that are
holy crap, I am freaking out,
terracotta or whatever they're made out of, it's a more expensive material. You're paying like 30, 40, 50 bucks for like a set or something like that. So it's a lot more expensive to go ahead and do that. Being something that you use it once a year or even two, some people don't even see it in real life, they just see it on screen. Why not just save a few dollars and just go to the Dollar Tree store or any place like that that's like a, Five Below or whatever have you. They have different decorations and also too, they do this for different seasons as well. Likely they're gonna have decorations you can get for $1 or less. And they're not bad. And also too, they look pretty darn good on stream. Now, a couple other options you can do is you can also go look on Amazon and stuff like that. I believe there are probably some cheap options on there or some inexpensive options on there, or even secondhand if you need to. You can go visit like thrift stores and stuff like that and find yourself decorations. So a lot of ways to actually just spruce up your room or your stream and keep it on the cheap. We like to do that. We love the word free or cheap or dollar or Five Below. We like that. Now, next up is something you probably already have, but RGB lights. Yes, I said it. Red, green, blue lights. So you probably already have these in your room. If you don't, there is a lot of inexpensive options you can go ahead and do. So for instance, the standing light that I use is actually gonna be just a standard lamp that I got off of Amazon, which before I used a clamp light. So you can go as cheap as getting a clamp light from Home Depot or wherever else you need to, and then getting just an RGB bulb to throw in there. Now the one that I'm using is gonna be by Lifx, and I just like that one because whenever I do record on my camera, I don't have any banding or anything like that. So I found it to be friendly with what I record on, but necessarily you don't have to do that if you don't want to. That's just something that I try and avoid since I record at 1/50 since I do 24 frames a second. Sorry I got a little nerdy there, but if you know, you know. And if you don't know, let me know and maybe I'll make a video about it. Secondly, too, another thing I want to talk about is actually the LiftX strip, which is going to be the one that I use in my closet. So this is really neat because you can actually have it do zone control, which is really awesome. So that means you don't have to just light the entire strip one color. You can light it multiple colors, which means you can have one color in one section and then the next one be white and then red and then green and then white again. So if you're kind of catching on to what I'm saying, you can make it really festive. Now, if you do try and go with the LiftX one, it is a bit expensive. This one ran me, I think, about $85. I'm gonna leave all the links to the stuff in the description down below, so feel free to check it out. There are also some other cheaper options I found. One of them is by Genie, which is a brand that I have used, and then the other one is Grovey or Govey or something like that, which they both seem to have really good ratings, and honestly, their app looks to be about the same, so it just might be the same, it might just be the same RGB strip with just different branding. So you can try it out, let me know how it works. If it works out awful, then come back and let me know that I should take it out of the description. If it works out great for you, then awesome. But just another thing you guys can do, RGB. It's something you probably already have, don't have to spend a whole lot of money on it. And again, there are a lot of cheaper or less expensive alternatives if you don't want to shell out $50 or $80 for an RGB strip. Next up is gonna be music. Now, what doesn't set the mood like music? Whether it comes to setting the mood, making it kind of spooky and scary, or just bringing some holiday cheer onto your stream. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, Paul, are you really trying to get us a DMCA strike? Like, do you know what they do to people like us on Twitch and YouTube? Sorry, Ludwig, rest in peace. But I do know what they do. They like to throw down the hammers and stuff like that. So don't get yourself in trouble. How are you gonna do that? There are two sources I can recommend where you will not get DMCA striked, I guarantee it. First one is gonna be Epidemic Sound. That is something that I personally use on my own. I actually have my own playlist. I'm gonna include it in the links down below. But I went through and I built an entire Christmas playlist of just lo-fi music because that's what I prefer to listen to, just chill kind of lo-fi Christmas music. Now you can go through and you can find your own kind of Christmas music as well too. They also have other music too, like lo-fi and dance and rap and hip hop and stuff like that. So depending on what you like as far as like, you know, what mood you're looking for and stuff like that, Epidemic Sounds probably has it. And the great thing about Epidemic Sounds is that it actually sounds professional. Like it doesn't sound like it's just some weird, you know, thing you found on the internet. It sounds professionally made with artists and stuff like that. So Epidemic Sound, that is the one that I personally use and I recommend. However, sometimes I get kind of bored of the music or I just want to switch it up and use a different playlist, which is where Harris Heller's StreamBeats comes in perfectly. Also, if you're someone that don't want to pay a subscription fee, which you would have to do with Epidemic Sound, but if you don't want to pay a subscription fee, Harris Heller's StreamBeats is absolutely free to stream and you will not get DMCA striked. So you can actually stream this through Spotify or you can actually go right to their Discord and they actually have a link to all of their stuff in a OneDrive, I believe it is, or some sort of like cloud storage. But either way, you can download it so you can use it in the player that you prefer. Or even too, if you want to create a special scene or something like that, which we'll get into later. If you want to create a special scene where it starts playing that music, you can also do that too and tie it into that as well. They actually just added 2 brand new albums because I believe last year they introduced 1 lo-fi Christmas music album. Now they just introduced another 2 this year. So there's 3 of them to choose from. So again, pretty awesome. I highly recommend it. You will not get DMCA striked. Harris Heller has literally even said that he will make sure that that does not happen. If there is ever any issue, then you can always reach out to them and let them know. But I've used a lot of Harris's music and I've never had a DMCA issue, so I think you're good and you're probably in the clear with that one. And now, lastly, the 5th tip that I have for you is gonna be special streams and also stream point redemptions. What's like the holiday spirit without a special stream? So me personally, I'm actually, as you notice, I'm still in my normal stream mode, but I'm gonna be decorating my stream room soon, which is gonna be on stream. So that might be kind of a fun thing for you to do with your community, kind of get them involved and stuff like that. Maybe drink some eggnog, some special eggnog, since that is the only way that I drink it. But you can just make it something kind of fun. You could even do a gingerbread building if you'd like to. So that way, if you want to clear off your desk and just put like a face down camera or something like that, just get a nice C920 or repurpose an old camera and just do a face down. You could do a decoration of a tree if you'd like to. You could do a building of a small village if you'd like to. You could even do plenty of other things. There's so many different stream ideas you could do. So some of the ideas that I actually have, or that I've seen other people do, is like building a gingerbread house on stream, making Christmas cookies and then decorating them on stream. Maybe even have like a point redemption for you to belt out a ho ho ho, so you have to go ho ho ho. Was that good? Give me like a scale of 1 to 10. Was my ho 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 good? Am I good at ho ho ho's? I think I'm just saying ho 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 so I can continuously say ho ho ho. Also, I'm not sorry to the editor.
You suck!
Or another thing I see that's really popular is voice lines and soundboards. You can actually take sounds from different, or voice lines and stuff like that, and just use them on a soundboard. You can even take voice lines from funny TikToks or things like that and just make them for their commands, or even to be point redemption so you can have them go off on your stream. The possibilities are absolutely endless. That basically just wraps it up. Just want to make a quick video to give you some inspiration on what you can do to kind of make your stream room more festive, or your stream more festive this year, and maybe even years going forward. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like the content that you're seeing on the screen, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as well, I will leave my Twitch and all my other social links down below. So in case you want to come say hello, check out what I did with my room, then feel free to stop on by some night. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights we stream. I appreciate it. Also too, let me know, is there anything I missed? Is there anything that you would recommend for helping, making your stream room festive or not? Leave it in the comment section down below. I would love to read to see what your guys' ideas are for your holiday season. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.